What is up? What is up, YouTube? Check it out. Check it out. Somebody had the AC on full blast, so I got a full blast cold. And but it's getting dark out here in the Philippines, y'all, and I'm still shooting videos. I had to make sure I get me a Jaguar Wright in here. Shout out to Jaguar Wright from the Philippines. I've been telling all the people about you, girl. Yeah. I've been telling my people all about you. I'm losing my voice. So y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Hey, let's check this bad boy out. Watch this, y'all. Oh, hold up, Jaguar Wright on Gene Deal, 50 Cent, 𝗟𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦, the making of the band, the Diddy documentary. You know, Jaguar gonna give it to you straight with no chaser. So let's check it out. Here we go, y'all.
So Jack, if you were to rank the people in the documentary in order of credibility, where would you put Gene Deal?
Let me give you my lineup. I'll be sure. Ashley. Gene Deal. And then you can do what you want to do with the rest of them.
That's a great answer.
You can do what you want to do with the rest
Jess
of them.
is wondering, talk about the guy who remained anonymous in the documentary. It sounded like Courtney. Who was that guy?
That was not Courtney, and it wasn't Little Rod. But if it is who I think it is, out of respect for him and his family, I won't even think about trying to remember his name. Because he had footage from inside the studio. And they just showed that clip. I'm sure there's a lot more.
Hey guys, Uncle Mike here with big news. YouTube has changed my life, and now it's your turn. See, Uncle Mike was tired of being broke after every payday. So I decided to do something about it. So I invested over about $9,000 in YouTube courses and online coaching. Man, I was determined to change. But guess what? None of these systems gave me the one-on-one coaching that I needed. So I created my own YouTube course with the help that you need to make sure that you succeed. If you're ready to learn and you're not afraid to put in the work, you too can make a real change. Sign up now and Uncle Mike will send you the 4 videos that got me started. 100% free. Click the word more below and look for our YouTube growth system. That's our course. Now, let's get back to this video.
So Sonia's wondering your thoughts on how Diddy might feel about Cassie now having a beautiful family. Do you think she will finally be left in peace?
Well, I mean, I think it would be wise for people to go back and watch his acceptance speech on BET for his Lifetime Achievement Award. When Young Miami was there as his paramour, holding a banner that says, "Go Daddy."
He thanks her.
And he didn't thank
Dark
her. He thanked Cassie
for holding it down.
for holding him down through the dark times after she had moved on and married and started a family. Is everyone forgetting how people were saying how Diddy was still approaching Cassie as if they were still in a relationship after she had left him while she was with Mr. Fine, her husband? You heard about that, right? Like he was still pretending, he was still including her in posts while she was a married woman. And people kept, even 50 Cent said something to say about it. Man, when's the time to let go? He said, I don't know when I feel like letting go. He said he bragged about still going after Cassie while she was newly married and it just had a baby. They're like, but they married, they have a baby. He's like, well, you know, it's my girl. That's how he was still referring to her. And if we pay attention to what the documents in the lawsuit said, after she left him, he came and he assaulted her one more time. So I want you to think about all of that. And now let's rewind 30 years And think about the story my friend Albert just told you about what Diddy did to him and his wife. And even though he went through all of that trouble to claim Kim away from Albie Shore, he still turned around and got their other friend Sarah pregnant, while him and Kim were together. Which is why the twins and Chance are so close in age.
Facts.
He was sleeping with all of the friends, and he was friends with all of their boyfriends and husbands. I don't know. That to me is a clear line of that's behavior. That's calculated behavior that's been going on for 30 years. This man does not know how to take no for an answer. This man must have what else. You know, did you ever see The Count of Monte Cristo?
I read it.
Thinking about this story now, it makes me think about that. Whether you read it or whether you saw the film, any one of them, there was one line when Count Mondego, because it was Edmond Dantes and Count Mondego. And Count Mondego was the wealthy son of, nobility. And Edmond Dantes was a hardworking guy who was working his way up in the world the honest way. He was in love with a beautiful woman. And every time Edmond turned his back, Fernand is sitting there all up in Mercedes' face. You're gonna be mine one day. You don't want to be the wife of a ship hand. I'm noble, and you should leave him for me. And whoop-de-woo. And she looked at him and she said, "Do you remember when we were children? And you got a pony for Christmas, and Edmond got that whistle, and Edmond was so happy with his whistle that it pissed you off, and you didn't even appreciate the horse you had just gotten." And she looked at him,
I remember that,
in the story and says, "Fernand, I am not going to be your new whistle." And what did he do? He turned around, set his friend up, let him go to jail for the rest of his life for a crime he didn't commit that he set up. And what did he end up having for all of that time? He had Mercedes, and he had the child that he posed as his family, his son, his wife, and he made it seem like he did the noble thing because his friend was unalive. And so he came in and then they had a baby. Turns out it was Edmond baby all along. Now, whether he knew it was Edmond's baby or not, who knows? But what mattered to him was being able to take the one thing that made another human being so happy. And guess what? He wasn't happy for long either. He was running around cheating on Mercedes with every woman and whore in Paris and all of that. He went through all of that to get it. And then lost interest. She had said it to him. All I'm going to be to you is a new whistle. And that's how I feel about Diddy. This is a terribly unhappy person that when he sees happiness on another human being, he wants to take it and claim it for himself because he thinks if he gets it, it's going to make him feel better. And then he gets it, and then he just doesn't care anymore. And then he goes off looking for a new whistle.
A new whistle.
All of these relationships with these women that he's had publicly have overlapped. Publicly. Meanwhile, we can't stop hearing about all these male victims that happened in the midst of all of these overlapping female relations. Do y'all see where I'm going? I'm going to fall back. I'm going to let y'all talk.
Tommy, what have you got?
To me, this is it's never been about the male, the female, anything.
That's crazy.
This is a guy that gets his rocks off making people do things they don't want to do. right? So if he could get somebody that's heterosexual and force them to do something that's goes against that, that's about as far as you can push a human being to get him to do something that is outside your comfort zone, right? Sleep with the sex you're not accustomed to sleeping with. That's about as bad as you can do. And we keep hearing in all of these lawsuits where he'll say to a bodyguard, you get in there, you do it next. And everybody assumes that the bodyguard's like, yeah, let's do this. My gut is he's probably making these people do things that they're going to regret for the rest of their lives. You know what I mean? You heard in the documentary, right? You get that coat, right? You get that gear. It's blood in, it's blood out. And, you know, we even hear him joking about that in videos, you know, and then he giggles afterwards, but it doesn't seem like he was kidding much, right? They really have gone out of their way to kind of build this thing into it's a Diddy cult, that whole damn enterprise. And you're right, it's an enterprise, right? We got a letter coming out on February 1st called the Enterprise Letter, and it's gonna spill out all of this crap and tell us who was there and who wasn't. I know people keep saying they're worried that Jay's gonna walk. Man, you said that about Diddy, right? You did. All you sent me emails for a long time.
Diddy.
Yeah, damn right.
Everybody told me I was crazy. And where is Diddy?
DC, Brooklyn.
Now, see, understand this. I'm not a Diddy victim. But I have survived and am still surviving Sean Carter. I promise you, if y'all think I was willing to go that hard on Diddy, y'all have no idea what I'm prepared to do for Mr. Carter.
Talk to him, girl. Talk to him.
They're
I'm
all
ready.
going.
Oh, I'm ready.
I pray to God, and when I pray, he answers my prayer. They're going to make it hard. And guess what? You know what happens when you in a car accident and you tense up? You end up breaking more things.
Yeah, but drunk people always survive.
It's better to just be relaxed and let things go. But the harder you fight it, the harder your pain is going to be. Am I wrong, Tommy?
Not at all. And I'm telling you that we're gonna see him. This is the same situation. This is the exact same situation. This is the third time we've seen it, right? We saw it with R. Kelly. People are terrified because these people victimize so many people and they're so flagrant. They got zero impulse control and they're in your face. When they disappear, then people start when they're not in fear anymore. The truth will come out in a bigger way, and it's going to happen. 2025, it's going to happen.
I pray to God that I have something to do with that. I really do. I pray to God that in my last days, when I'm taking my last breath, I can look back and say, I got the world to tell the truth.
Oh, you can already say that. You can. And you inspired a lot of people who are chasing this down, whether you realize it or not. There's a lot of people that are fighting this and are involved in this because of the work you did.
Thank you.
You got my vote.
Thank you for acknowledging that, Tommy.
That's a fact. I've always said this is your fight. I'm jumping on board, but this is definitely. I got turned on to this by watching what you were doing. It was.
You got Uncle Mike's vote.
Yeah, you're the tip of the spear. You've got a question from Misinformation. Who in the documentary have sold their souls to the devil, in your opinion?
I ain't got the right to speak on nobody's soul. One time, I sold my soul to the devil. I'd rather you ask me, who do I think can make it back? You know, we all sell a little bit of ourselves sometimes.
Amen. People don't realize that part.
We don't even know it. So many of those people walked into those white parties and had no idea that they were going into rituals that were designed to mesmerize them and to steal their true salvation away from them. I think we should really just stop judging where people lie spiritually and really just stick to the facts. It don't matter who sold their soul. Everything is redeemable. Everyone is redeemable. And I'm living proof of that. That part, Tommy.
You're damn right, man. That's the basis of my life. I believe that more than anything in the world. And that's why I get up every morning.
Wow. Hey, we gotta do, it's a couple of them, man. It's a couple of them on Jaguar. Man, golly. Hey, girlfriend said, I would prefer you ask me who can come back from selling they soul. Look here, I'm gonna get on up out of here. I gotta take care of this cold. In the Philippines, man, having fun. I wish some of y'all was here. I wish y'all could feel the freedom in the Philippines that I'm feeling right now. I'm gonna get on up out of here. Hey, y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.